Let me tell you a secret.
Alright then, keep your secrets.
Anytime you see any male model, any male celebrity, anybody like this, they are frauding. They are always going to do every little glitch in the system to look better, to look taller, and optimize their overall appearance because their livelihood depends on it. And I think you can steal some of their secrets too. So without further ado, how to fraud, full no BS guide. Let's get it. It's a scientific study showing that smiling like a big cheeky grin actually makes you less attractive. Now obviously having no emotion and just being super rigid is also not attractive. So the sexiest thing that you should start trying to do without appearing creepy is a nice smirk. A good in between. It's a little bit playful but seductive at the exact same time. There's always this debate, what looks better, a tan or being super pale? This debate also comes to myself as well. A lot of people have the debate, oh Austin, you looked better with your old tan. Some people say I look better with the new pale coloring. I don't really care because my goal right now is anti-aging, but what you should do is actually experiment with what coloring works best for you. This could be your skin tone, as in how much sunlight you're getting. This could be your hair coloring. This could be your eyebrows, whatever it is. I want you to play around with that coloring, find what works best for you. And on that topic, we got the eyebrows. I think every single person should be dyeing their eyebrows to an extent, unless you are genetically blessed. I wasn't. I've got super thin, sparse eyebrows, but if those are thick Italian eyebrows, you're probably good to go, man. But for the majority of the population, I think dyeing it a darker color will do. Don't go all the way to the darkest.
I'll never turn to the dark side.
I would actually match it with your natural hair color. This will look the best for your skin tone. What does suck about the eyebrow dye, leading us into our next point, is that it does not last very long. I've noticed it only lasts 2 to 4 weeks of really good coloring. So in this time, like if you don't want to always be coloring your eyebrows, you can also use a pin as a little cheat code. If you want to look more attractive before a photo, before a date, whatever it is, that's a great cheat code. Let's say you're struggling with hair up top. One thing tons of celebrities do is going to be hair fibers. So this is going to be just like a little powder that you put in your hair, and it kind of replicates hair. Like it looks like your hair is a lot thicker. Even if you're not balding per se, maybe you just naturally have a lot thinner hair. Get one that matches your natural hair color, and this could instantly make your hair look a lot more healthy and thick. And on that note, there is one thing that you can do. I used to always be against this, but you could always experiment with a toupee hair system. And 20 years ago, these used to be like really just made fun of. These would be crucified, worst thing you could possibly ever do. But nowadays, they're actually getting very, very advanced with these hair systems. But I have seen some Instagram influencers, for example, and they post about it. Like they post about their journey, and I notice it. I'm like, dang, that actually looks really good. Like this could be a good alternative for someone who doesn't want to take the medicine, they don't want to do the surgeries, but they do look better with hair. Because I do think going bald and just getting jacked like the Jason Statham method does look cool, but sometimes if you don't have the bone structure to support it, you do need to find an alternative. I cannot say this guy's name, but you can go with the Dan Brazilian method of using a beard to hide your jawline. So if you were not gifted with really great forward growth, you don't have an insane jawline, but you were gifted with amazing facial hair genetics, or you're willing to do the things to actually help you grow thicker, more dense facial hair, you can actually shape it to where it brings your entire face forward, making you more attractive. You guys already know my stance on male makeup. I'm in full support of it, man. As a male model, they would always douse me in makeup before any single photo shoot. Any model you see is wearing makeup. Any celebrity you see, male celebrity, they're wearing makeup. Just about all of the men that you guys look up to, they wear makeup, and you guys don't know it because it's subtle. You think, oh, they just have this flawless skin. No, they're probably wearing foundation, which is a great hack. I think the majority of guys, it takes 2 seconds. Throw on a little bit of foundation, maybe a little concealer. If you want to go edgy, you could even go with eyeliner for some guys. This looks sick. And yes, women are actually attracted to guys who do things like this. Look at the rock stars of the 80s who were drowning in all of the girls they could possibly imagine. They had full faces of makeup. It was nuts. This one's funny because this is what everyone accuses me of, but you can, and I think you should be wearing the lifts. Especially if you're underneath 6 feet, I think some very minimal lifts to add 1 to 2 inches extra is going to enhance your overall appearance and stature quite significantly. Another option I think just about every single man should do, no matter your height, even if you're my height, 6'6", I still think it's beneficial. This is going to be getting shoes with really high heels. Now these actually, they don't look like they have high heels, but they've got like these built-in lifts. These are Golden Gooses, and they all have insane insoles that add like 1.5 inches to your height, man. But if that's not your style, you can go with Air Force Ones, you can go with some platform boots, or just boots in general that have a generous heel that's going to give you a little bit extra height and overall help you height mog a little bit more. Wearing thick shoes, that's not even doing anything fraudulent to begin with. I think lifts could definitely be on that line, but thicker shoes? No, man. I think all you guys should. The best way to fraud is to not fraud at all, and the best way to do that is to optimize your health. So I've got 2 of the best supplements for you to actually optimize your health: Titan Growth 2.0 and Aries Rage from my website, kalosique.com, which, by the way, guys, we've got cosmetics, which I use myself every single night. We've got clothing, which I'm about to launch an all new, all black emo inspired line that I'm super excited for. But let's start with these, man. We've got Titan Growth 2.0, which gives you 500 to 1,000 bits of all your daily required nutrients to optimize your overall health, vitality, high growth genetics, everything, because 92% of Americans across all social classes are deficient in basic vitamins and minerals. When this happens, your IGF-1 human growth hormone shuts down, closing your growth plates, meaning if you are deficient, you won't grow any taller, your face won't develop the way it's supposed to. It is crucial to have all the vitamins. Titan Growth 2.0, the best for that. Now, Aries Rage is the best testosterone booster on the entire market. Nothing beats it. You can compare all the top testosterone boosters, and I think mine is 100% the best. We've got Tanga Ali, which boosts testosterone by 37% after just 4 weeks while decreasing cortisol by 16%. We've got Boron, which increases free testosterone by 28%, decreases estrogen by 39%. Maca, which has been scientifically proven to boost vitality like crazy. Zinc, which is a precursor to creating testosterone, also in clinical studies helps with height growth as well. We've got oyster extract, we've got pumpkin extract, everything needed to boost testosterone, all in Aries Rage. Use my code Wayne to get 10% off everything on kalosique.com. Don't forget to join my school, Kalos VIP, the best school of self-improvement, with my 3-hour Looks Max Masterclass, 2-hour High Growth Masterclass, my Female Nature Masterclass, Social Media Masterclass. Right now, we have the Aesthetic Physique Masterclass every 2 weeks. We hop on a group VIP call. This is the best school of self-improvement out there. I want you to join right now. It's only $12. Price is going up soon, man. It's down from $55. Link in the description to get started now. I love wearing undersized compression shirts because it really pulls in your waist. Meanwhile, it helps accentuate your shoulder. So overall, your shoulder to waist ratio looks insane. But now, this can look a little bit goofy in my opinion if you don't have enough size to your frame. Like, whenever you wear a compression shirt, it can either make you look a little bit more twinkish or it can make you look more like a superhero. So as long as you have a good base frame to begin with, I think compression shirts are great for the overall V-taper. Yes, you can even wear it out in public with jeans, whatever it is. But obviously, with an athletic outfit, it will look a little bit better. In the same ballpark is something that is a little bit of a cheat code. A lot of memes have gone out about this, but it's going to be the gray sweatpants. Personally, I have not really ever played around with the gray just because obviously my all black rule. But if you wanted to, wearing gray sweatpants, whether it's to the gym, even on a date, I have seen from personal experience actually putting in less effort into a date a lot of times makes the girl more attracted to you because it seems like you have nothing to prove. So if you wore this on a date, that could end up how you might want it to go. So consider this one. But the gray sweats does not really fit my aesthetic nowadays. Nowadays, I'm more into tailored suits, which brings us into our next one. This is probably the cheat code for enhancing overall attraction out of anything, man. Scientific studies have shown that men, just take an average guy, he gets a tailored suit, boom. It's like he's instantly more attractive. Overall, this is one of the best hacks that you can do. Make sure you get high quality, 100% wool. Don't do anything too outdated, so like the super baggy, or do anything modern, which also is super baggy as well. Just get a classic fitted tailored suit that's going to look awesome with a little bit of slimness to it, but not too crazy. I have a secret to tell you guys. My shoulders are not this wide, actually. This is a jacket thrifted from like the 70s or the 80s, and this has built-in little miniature shoulder pads. It's nothing crazy, but whenever I wear the jacket, obviously it does get a little bit more attention. Whenever I'm filming videos, people are like, oh, why are you wearing shoulder pads? And I think the jacket looks cool. But this brings us into our next point that all of the Koreans are actually doing right now, and this is going to be shoulder pads, man. So they wear underneath their entire outfit little miniature shoulder pads that no one can really tell. Overall, their frame looks wider. So this is, I'm gonna say, once you've optimized your physique to the fullest, like if you're really skinny and overall, like if you have so many gains still on the table and you're trying to do this hack, I'm not really all for it, man. I say try to build up your physique as much as you can naturally. And then if you ever wanted a little enhancement, a little boost, that's something you can do. Same thing with the waist. A little male waist trainer can also enhance your overall shoulder to waist ratio. Anytime before you take photos, it does help if you have a little bit of a pump. Anytime before a date, before a party, anything like this, if you get a pump beforehand, obviously you're going to look leaner, you're going to look bigger and more muscular than you really are. Just about all these celebrities that you see, they always post themselves in the most flattering lighting, angles, Photoshop, all of it, man, creates this perfect picture, this perfect illusion of who this person actually is. That's what it's all about. Smoke and mirrors to create an illusion of a person. Once you get deeper down the rabbit hole, you'll kind of realize no one is really perfect when it comes to how they actually look. A lot of people are better at portraying perfection and their best features under particular lighting and circumstances versus other people. And people who are good at frauding are excellent at doing this one. Which brings us into this one, Damien Cater. So this guy has been known on the internet and the looks mixing community. People know him as a fraud, but then he made all of these like Omegle videos of people freaking out over his looks. He'd always have the same angle, the same lighting every time. Now, I'm not saying that he's a fraud, but I am saying he's never really posted any talking content, at least that I'm aware of. Once you start talking, actually, one, it breaks the mystery, and two, it starts showing all the asymmetries in your face. You'll notice a lot of other influencers, like Baby Sickly, for example, he didn't start getting roasted for his looks until he started creating talking content, and people would like screenshot when you're talking, and you look ugly. You know, like that's just how humans are. So if you want to keep this appearance up, at least online, you should minimize any videos of you actually speaking. Another act to look a little bit bigger is going to be wearing all black and also pinstripes. Now, if you combine the two, it's going to be the best. So let's say a classic American Psycho inspired pinstripe dark gray charcoal suit would look sick for this. You do post content, face apping it slightly, just doing a little bit of AI modification can obviously make you look more attractive. Now, we shouldn't be doing anything crazy, making yourself look 10 years younger, fixing your entire hairline, getting rid of all of your acne, but very minimal little details can obviously enhance how you look. Professional photographer illusion. If you go to my Instagram, for example, most of my photos on my entire feed are from a professional photographer who's only worked with top models, and overall this kind of enhanced my overall halo of how attractive I really am. And this can help with you as well. If you only get really high quality photos that you deem to be worthy for posting, this will enhance your overall perceived attractiveness. Fake it till you make it. This comes with everything, man. Body language, talking, walking. You gotta pretend like you've got the confidence and charisma until it actually comes. Having a new iPhone, believe it or not, is a very good way to fraud, because with the newest iPhone, it's going to have the newest camera. There are so many little tips and tricks that you can do with iPhone specifically to make yourself look more attractive. Now, before all the Android fans come at me, man, I've noticed that whenever you do post on social media from an iPhone, it always looks better. So if you want to fraud your ultimate best, then you should probably have an iPhone. Not to mention all the studies saying that women are more attracted to men with iPhones, and a lot of girls won't even date you if you have a green text. It's nuts. Unbuttoning your shirt slightly and then rolling up the sleeves is going to be a great hack to show off the chest and the forearm muscles. Obviously, this works best if you have a physique. Last method we're going with is the backpack method. Whenever you are shirtless, you've got a really nice pump. If you have a backpack on, it helps throw your shoulders back even more. So for some reason, I always feel a little bit leaner whenever I do this. Overall, it makes your physique look quite a bit more aesthetic, so I think it's a really good hack to go with. Nothing too crazy. Most people know about this one, but that's it. Subscribe if you're new. I love you guys with all my heart. Peace.